So this is the last of the old generation, I guess, and this will be boxed up and shipped away as we make room for our new things. So this had to go. It helped us get out of a hole, and we made some profit on it. So it's a really good card, and I'm sad to see it go actually. But it marks the end of an era where we had to keep buying and selling all our GPUs. So here we are. We've got the 3060 Ti one. Hi guys, welcome to Chips PC Lounge, and we've got a parcel. And this is the start of a new era for our mining. Clean slate. We've got no cards right now. So this is our first card we're gonna get put on the rig again. And it's a 3060 Ti. I'm assuming it's LHR. I've just opened the box. And we're gonna have a quick look now. But this is a Gigabyte Eagle OC model, so let's get it out. So here's the box. Now, I managed to get this on a decent deal for cards these days. Just over £500, which, if you look at the market, is good. Oh, you can see the LHR, so we're not going to be able to mine this to its full capacity on Ethereum, but I kind of expected that. But I think this is a good way to kickstart our mining venture. I'm going to do a video on what happened to our mining stuff before. So the last time you'd have seen that we had a 2070 Super, I think, and that was part of the transitional period where we needed money and things. So kicking things back off with this card, and I'm excited to get onto the rig and see what it can do. And just some more cards down the road too. So we'll see what it can do. Let's have a look at the box inside. Right, so we're going to open the box. This is my first look at the card too. So, our Gigabyte Eagle. I love brand new cards. Let's just get the seal off and see what we've got. Right, we've got the card out of the bag it came with, and you can tell it's brand new because it's got all these little plasticky stickers that need to be peeled off. It's a nice card. Quite a plain design, but that's alright. There's no LEDs. There's no lighting or anything like that on this card, I don't think. But it'll do the job, and I'm quite happy with the price on it, so just a single 8-pin. Dual fan. Should be pretty good. So dual fan, and pretty pleased with it. So I'm just hoping it can hash quite well. I assume it'll be on Ravencoin or an Ergo algorithm. Maybe Octopus. I use NiceHash, and I'll do a video on why I use NiceHash as well. So I'm gonna put that on the rig and see what kind of numbers I can get. So I'll have a play with the overclocks and try and get some basic clocks to have a look at, and then see what we're doing in terms of numbers. But yeah, it looks nice. So dual fan, and pretty pleased with it. So I'm just hoping it can hash quite well. I assume it'll be on Ravencoin or an Ergo algorithm. Maybe Octopus. I use nice hash, and I'll do a video on why I use nice hash as well. So I'm gonna put that on the rig and see what kind of numbers I can get. So I'll have a play with the overclocks and try and get some basic clocks to have a look at, and then see what we're doing in terms of numbers. But yeah, it looks nice. Right, so I've got the card in the computer now, in our gaming rig. So we've got our 3060 Ti, just to confirm that. It's right there, if we can get some focus. And I want to go through my overclock settings first for the Octopus algorithm and Kapow. So I've got the same for Octopus and Kapow. So I've got my power limit set to 73. I found that was the best balance in terms of costs for electric and profit. So I used the calculators to try and balance that out, and 73% was a good compromise on that one. So it's 150 on the core and 1150 on the memory, and this has been stable for a couple of days now. I've had these settings going, so it's pretty stable. Fan speed's on a 90 at the minute because I've got 2 cards in my gaming PC, and that's kind of upped my temperature a bit. So I might play around with some cooling on my PC. There's no airflow behind it at the minute because of some boxes, so we can definitely get those temperatures down. So that's my next job, and I'm confident I can do that with just moving a few things around. Hash rates on Octopus is 55.3, and this is just switched on the algorithm, so we've not got many shares at the minute. But like I said, it's been running for a few days and I've not had any issues, so I'm doing alright on the card on Octopus. 55.3 mega hash. So yeah, power wise we're looking around 144. Drops below that sometimes, but yeah, maybe low 140s. If you trust that, it's not an off the wall reading. The miner itself says 144, so that's the card on this algorithm. I'll show you the hash rates for Kapow next. So now we're on the Ravencoin algorithm, Kapow, and the same settings that I saw for mining on the Octopus algorithm. We're getting the same kind of wattage, around 145, 146. I think it's software saying 144, but it's only an estimate anyway, based on readings that aren't off the wall. So, but the megahash should be pretty accurate, and look at 29.25 on this algorithm, so that's not too bad either. And if you've got one of these cards which are LHR, then you are going to want to be mining probably Ravencoin or FLUX depending on the day, or if you've got nice hash, obviously that'll switch, like I'm using nice hash. Switch between the two of them, but you don't want to use your clock settings for this on Dagger because you need to use a lot more power for Octopus and Ravencoin compared to Ethereum mining. So we're gonna look at the Ethereum miner in a second. Right, so for those of you who want to mine Ethereum on this card, your best bet is to use the LHR mode, as this will unlock part of the LHR, and in terms of hash rate, that's really good. So it's the same 42.33, but it will drop. I've not been able to keep it at those kind of rates, so it will drop off. And the power should also drop as well. There's no way I'm using 147 at the minute. It's around 110, around 115 area, 110, 115. So we'll let it get its readings. There we go, that's more like it. So I can push higher on the mega hash, but I seem to hit the LHR limiter and so it's not worth it keep dropping down to like 29 or 30 every couple of minutes or so. It gets the odd drop, it'll go to like 36 and come back up, but mainly I'm around the 40 mark, 40.5, using around 110 watts, 115 watts, something like that. The graph is all over the place for it. It kind of starts low and then goes up. So you'll hit the low 110s for a while, and then you get these little spikes for a couple of seconds. And that's pretty something to do with the LHR, I'd imagine. But you know, it's good. We are getting these unlocks now. I know there's a T-Rex dual mining that I've not tried out yet. Because T-Rex is not on NiceHash, unfortunately. But I am trying to look at mining away from NiceHash soon, so maybe we can look at that on a future video. But for now, this is the Ethereum rate, and next we'll have a look at Meritcoin, and then I think we'll leave it there. So let's have a look at that one. Just a quick word on the settings for the Ethereum before we move on to Meritcoin. I use the same settings actually as in terms of clock speeds as I use for Octopus and Kapow. And the only thing I change is the power limit that I drag down to 58%. And then any lower, and I seem to trigger the LHR a lot more. It's very fiddly trying to avoid the LHR. So we get the watts down to around 115, which is good, but I do think we could get lower because the card's not using as much power as it could be used, as much grunt as it has, so you can go really light on the power. So that's my settings for Ethereum. And the last one I want to show you today is Cuckoo Cycle, which is the algorithm to mine Merit if you're doing mining directly and not using NiceHash. And sometimes this does flag up. It does come up on as the main profitable one. Not for a long time though. It's the odd spike. So 7.8 mega hash on this one, which is, I don't really know compared to other cards because I don't really mine it on other cards, but sometimes it is the most profitable for a short time, so it's worth having on the profit switch on NiceHash. But mainly you are looking at Kapow as your main coin to your main algorithm to mine on this one, and probably Octopus would be a second one because you do get, even though I think it's lower overall, you do get some really good spikes on that one. So I'll be changing this over to probably Octopus now. Honourable mentions as well for Zhash and Beam. They're decent coins to mine too on this card. If maybe about 5% of the day, you do get some switches to those coins as well on NiceHash. But that's pretty much it for the 3060 Ti. The LHR stuff is, I think we're getting to a good place for LHR now. Everyone's finding ways to get around it with dual mining and the unlocks. So we're stuck with these cards, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to get used to ways to get around the LHR, and we are getting there. So if you can get one on a good deal, I definitely recommend it. And obviously, you get some good game performance out of these cards as well. That's why it's in the gaming PC. It'll mine most of the time, and I'll game on it when I need to game on it, which is not very often these days. So it's a good card, this 3060 Ti. If you can get one, get one at a good price. Don't overpay, but you are gonna have to pay around £600 in the UK for one, and maybe around 800, 900 if you're in the US. So that's just how it is at the minute for now. But yeah, we've got cards again, so I'm just pleased that we've got some hash power coming back to us, and the cards mining nicely for us. So we've got two in here at the minute in the gaming computer. Don't know if you can see them. Top there's the 3060 Ti. The bottom one is the 1060 that we've had for a little while now. But the main thing is we've got coins coming into our account. So that's it for this video. We'll have more coming soon. We've got a whole lot of cards to get through. So thanks for watching the video today. I hope you found these overclocks interesting. And if you are using the T-Rex miner, I would be interested in your clocks for that as well in the comments, because at some point I do want to switch over to dual mining on this card. So any advice on that would be great and appreciated. But thanks for tuning in for my videos anyway, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Stay safe.